In observing what surrounds me, especially in nature, I learned that almost every experience can be linked to the act of weaving. Everything is intertwined, interwoven, connected as a wide and complex web making rhizoma in many directions. Starting from our own bodies and our minds, we are conformed by tissues and invisible emotional webs. I take my inspiration from simple and very small everyday things, putting special attention to structures that grow and develop in an organic way and have a repetitive pattern behavior. My name is Macher. I come from Peru. My background education comes from the field of sculpture, which has helped me understand three-dimensional volumes when I think of a project. I have been working in nature art for more than 10 years, and weaving came always natural since weavings can be found easily within nature. I weave intuitively. I work with no traditional technique. But on my artistic journey, I have been taught by weaver friends ways to improve my knowledge and my way of working. And of course I listen. I add many different materials by knotting them together, trying to use the ones that come from natural sources that give me the possibility to leave them in nature and let it self-degrade in time. Sometimes, when the materials is not self-standing, I find myself in the need of building a structure inside, using eco-friendly materials in the mean of possible. But if the material is too heavy, sometimes a metal structure is required. In some cases, it is possible to interact with the artwork, walk inside it, touch it. I believe artwork should be touched, because it is through senses that the experience sticks to our memory and people can connect better to it. When we interact with the work, our energy is left there. Many times I have found traces of hands, steps, or fingers imprinted in the artwork, and I really like that because, in my opinion, makes it more alive. Those traces enrich the artwork, become part of its history. I also like to use old forgotten objects, which have been pieces of someone's home. Objects that have been in direct touch with human bodies for some time and carry the energy of those persons. These objects tell stories. I just add mine to theirs, which combined deliver a more powerful message. By using materials like paper or cardboard in the open, I discovered the possibility to understand the beauty of ephemeral natural processes. This kind of site-specific works inevitably decay under the effects of weather condition, and it's very much influenced by its surroundings. In working with this philosophy, I understood there is no need to occupy a permanent place with my artworks. There is only need to capture a moment for a short period of time. For weaving non-traditional materials like, for example, wood, cardboard or bamboo, I make use of small modules to form a bigger net by assembling them together with movable joints, like rope or thread. I particularly like this modular system because in this way the artwork can grow organically in unexpected directions, and the final shape and result can't totally be controlled. In the end, the work acquires its own behavior and speaks by itself. I become sort of the translator of its own will. I like to leave the main idea of the project open and allow it to change in the process. Improvisation and adaptation is very important. I let materials speak through me. Once I finish my work, I like to leave it to nature and observe it for some months if possible. When I work abroad, I ask organizers or friends to document it for me until it naturally decays. It's very interesting to follow as an observer from a distance how nature takes it as hers, intervenes it, changes its color, texture and materiality. My projects are in constant process and change, as we human beings are. The natural cycle of materials marks when the life of the artwork should end. Time is a very important factor in my work. I am using in this case pieces of wood to assemble together with a needle made of wire and a cotton thread. This wood is a very light and soft one. It comes from the rainforest of Peru and it's called balsa. Balsa means raft, literally, because it is light and floats very well on water. I drilled 2 holes in each piece of wood and trespass it with thread to make with small modules a big weaving, which I can grow as much as the work requires. In this way, I allow it to grow organically. The final shape is decided by the behavior of the own material. This technique can be used with any materials which are not necessarily thought for weaving, like for example in this case wood. So like this I feel free to weave with anything that is in my reach. And let the work surprise me with the turn it takes in the process with its final shape.